Hello. Hello. Sorry, I got an unexpected call during the meet. Next, the compliances is uh, canteen. So every company where contract labor 100 or more are ordinarily employed. So there should be canteen, and canteen will consist of dining hall, kitchen, storeroom, pantry, and washing places separately for the workers and separately for the utensils. Also, the canteen should be what happened. Also, the canteen should be whitewashed.
You are currently the only person in this
Canteen
conference.
should be whitewashed in at least once in a year inside wall of the canteen, and there should be suitable facility for the carrying the wastewater uh, in suitable covered drains. Uh, Suitable arrangement should be made for the collection of the garbage from the canteen, and canteens the accounts, because the canteen basically it will have the kitchen where the food will be sold. So accounts pertaining to the canteen should be audited once in a 12 months by registered accountants and auditors. So basically this is the provisions with respect to the canteen. So just check whether these provisions are fulfilled. Again, next comes to the latrines and urinals. So, as per the Contract Act, for every 25 male, there should be at least one latrine, and every 25 female, there should be one separate latrine. Uh, when the number is more than 100, then till 100, for each 25 there should be one latrine, and after that each 2050 there should be one latrine. Same male and female, the numbers should be numbers. The latrine number of latrines should be provided accordingly, and latrines should be covered and partitioned to ensure privacy, and where the workers of both sexes are employed. So in that case, the latrines should be the outside latrine. It should be clearly mentioned that for men only or women only. Also, there should be image of male or female should be there uh, uh, in the male toilet or the female toilet. So this is the provisions with respect to latrines, and there are provisions with respect to the urinals also in the same way. And the urinals basically, if I have this provision, I think it's I don't remember exactly, but it's a same way. It's every 50 there should be one urinal for male, and same way for the female. Next comes to the other provisions. So companies should have the contractors should have the register of contractors in Form 13, where the name of the contractors are mentioned and other details of the every contractors is mentioned. Contractor in the should mention the register of person employed there, where it will provide the joining dates, leaving date, everything related to the contractor. It will be provided. It should be in Form 13. Uh, uh, all registers and records should be maintained within the 3 years from the factory premises. Uh, Registers should be maintained in English or local language. So again, I forgot to tell you about the criticality of the issue. So I told you the registration certificate related to issue, it will be high. License, contract license related non-compliance, it will be high. Conditions of the contract license, it could be, if major conditions non-compliant, then high, then be otherwise medium and low according to the conditions. If licensee doesn't contractor doesn't inform about the change in the number of workmen or conditions, so it could be the medium because it's primarily contractor responsibility could, but ultimately company could also be liable, so it could be medium. Medium. uh, as far as the provisions of the crash is concerned, so it could be medium, or basically it could, I think it could be the medium only. uh, Information about the change in the contract, information about the starting the work, closing the work is basically has to be done by the contractor, so it could be the medium risk because primary responsibility of contractor, but ultimately company could also be responsible. Restroom, I think medium, it should be medium risk. uh, Female, not implying it will be high risk if you are implying female in the night time. And provision of the canteen, it could be medium or high. uh, take a depending if canteen is provided but certain things are not provided, then it could be the for example all the thing dining hall kitchen, then medium. If canteen is not self provided, then it should be high. Latrines, if the uh, not provided, then high. If provided in less in number, could be the medium. Display is not done, it will be low. Register of contractors, it's not done, then medium risk. Register of person employed, if it is not done by the contractor, it could be the low, medium, or low risk, I think, because it has to be maintained by the contractor, but if ultimately responsibility will be company also. Now comes the uh, contractor, they need to issue the employment card in form 14 to each worker, and termination of the employment of the contract labor, then they need to see the service certificate, which could be called experience certificate in form 15. If it's not done, it could be the medium. अरे यार ये तो बहुत परेशान करती है. It could be the medium, it could be the medium risk issue. uh, so I think I have done as far as the certain aspect of the contract labor act. Next part I'm going to take in the next session. Still some parts are remaining. Thanks for joining this session, and I look forward for you joining the next session.